Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you again for joining Empowerment Network this evening. We apologize for the late start. We were really planning to start on time, but sometimes these technical stuff you don't have control over anything that happens at any time. But we're happy we're back here, bro. Welcome. You need to unmute yourself. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, thank you, sis. Yeah, happy to be here again. Wonderful
Yes.
Monday.
I know it's a wonderful Monday for me because I'm having you here on Monday is like a found gold because so thank you for really coming. So guys, I was just going to start with this. It's a challenge or whatever you call it. I just think that all of us should try to imagine waking up to tomorrow morning, maybe in a world where the tools that billion-dollar companies use, like the AI, like automation, marketing platforms, you find all of these are in your hands at a price that you can actually afford. What exactly would that do for your business? What will it do for your family, for your community? So this let's keep asking ourselves, because these questions came to mind, especially listening to Mike Ellis yesterday, who was encouraging us to kind of get prepared, make a list of the things we would like to do. So I think that when you ask yourself these kind of questions, then you are able, these questions will guide you, make that correct list for yourself, and you are ready for prime time. Well, the world is no longer a dream. It's about to become our reality, thanks to what Mr. Mufara is doing. So I say once again, welcome to today's Empowerment Network live session. And a big thank you to all of the new subscribers on our 3 channels, my channel Collins's and that of our brother Andy Bergs. We appreciate you, and we see that we are glad, that you are here again. And to our returning viewers, we appreciate you because it's a teamwork. If it's just Collins and myself or Andy Collins and myself, it can be really boring and it's not even worth the effort. So we thank you for the continued support. Keep this going. Let's keep the mission alive until our CEO is ready. So whether you are here for the first time, just stay tuned, learn, connect, and prepare for one of the most exciting tech revolutions of our time. You cannot afford not to be part of this, and this is all led by none else but our own CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara. So sometimes we talk a lot, we talk, and then we forget what the topic says. So so guys, sometimes again, I'm happy that I'm very excited on Monday, guys. So Collins, I think I've said already a lot before I announce the topic. If you want to announce it, I'll let you say a bit of something, then we go ahead. Because Collins, I was wondering again, imagine we wake up tomorrow, AI is yours, automation is yours, marketing platforms are yours, all in your hands. What would this mean to your business, your family, and so on? Let's just start from there.
Thank you, Comfort. That was really a wonderful topic. When I said, wow, this is a massive topic, because most of the time, a lot of people don't really know. Some people, but I'm not said most, some people don't really know what affordable solution can do, especially for their own lives and to the world as a whole. So when I saw this topic, I sat back and I was just thinking a lot, like a layman. Just said, let me just think like a layman. If I can have a tool and services which is so affordable, what can that tool do for me? I put myself in someone who is living in a remote area. I put myself in someone, across the globe, and those who are struggling. And we've been saying this, that when someone can provide solution for you, that person, you really need to respect that person if it's affordable. So I said, what is affordability? If we look at the topic, we said, changing world with affordable solution. We want to change the world. That's what Ms. Ashfra is doing. To be honest with you, affordable solution, can unlock the potential, the cost barrier, that cost barrier, when you reduce the cost, that barrier for you to get access to opportunity is already there, because it can be maybe for your own personal life, for the community of organization. When you do it, it unlock that potentials and then give access. Mr. Ash said, I want to give access. One of the canteen old new 6, giving affordable solution that is accessible to all. And to make it accessible to all, it must be cost effective. You cannot afford, nobody will be able to afford, even a common man cannot afford a solution that is so expensive, even for our own individual lives. You want to go into something, just the money is, if the money is the barrier, some of them will not be able to achieve it, even achieve their own potential in life. Because let's remember, they are giving you a platform. That platform can unlock a lot of things, not only financial gain. So I started looking at the impact if a software is affordable. I look at accessibility and inclusiveness, you know. So at that particular time, when accessibility comes and inclusiveness, so it gives a level playing field for everybody, you know. So affordable solution is a tool that small businesses, so I started to look at small businesses, non-profit organization, individuals can access, you know, a capable solution, you know, if a solution that is futuristic, that has anything, things that you can do to achieve or to get you to your own potential. It gives you the same solution that companies that are well established, organizations that are well established also are going for it. Is that not level playing field? So it gives that level playing field for everybody to have access. It doesn't matter if you have money or you don't have that money, but as long as that system is affordable, where giant company can come, because they are also looking at that product because they want to reduce costs and make more money. The common man too can also say, yes, it's okay for me, I can get it too. So that level playing field is there. Then, you know, we're talking about bridges, that digital bridge where people cannot even get access to. So it reduces the bridge, you know, that digital divide where you say, oh, this is only for the rich people and poor people cannot know. Low income earners and people living in remote region have access to. If they can have access to a software solution, what will happen? They can go online, they can learn, they can participate in digital economy. You know, if I'm living in a remote place and you give me that access, because these people, they have knowledge, but it's just that the affordability is not there. They cannot have access. But what if there is a company that will give them that can bridge the gap between that rich and poor? Say, yes, we have it, we can give it to you, affordable. Everybody will dive on it. So now the person is learning, the person is participating in the digital economy, because you are using it to build wealth, isn't it? People can use it to build wealth for themselves and their family. That is the economy. And then you're talking about job opportunity as well. It creates job, because once the software is as affordable, small business will thrive. Efficiency and growth will occur, because when they start to get hand on it, now they become more efficient and effective on what they are doing. And what will happen? Growth too will come. This company, though they are small, they will not be stagnated. They will start to grow. You know, the trajectory will start to go, like they'll be spinning up, grow, 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 grow. That's what they want to see. Now you're talking about education, skills, and development. That's affordability of technology. The world is going digital. The time of paper is coming to an end. No, sometimes you go to office, even in Africa, paper, paper, paper. What if a company digitalize everything? You don't need paper again. Because paper, again, when we use a lot of paper, people fail to understand that we are leaving a lot of carbon footprint, because you destroy trees to make paper. What if you reduce carbon footprint by digitalizing everything? One, eco-friendly software, exactly what Ms. Ashnofara is doing. That widespread of learning will take place. People will have access to learning at low cost. You know, people can learn coding, how to build software, because the software is there, it's available. People can go into every angle. The online system for you to educate yourself is already there, because it's accessible and available to all. Now you talk about self-learning and your own self. So there are just a lot of comfort. If we go everywhere, you see that it's about learning and growth if it's affordable. So let me take bread and leave it for you, comfort.
I know you were talking, I'm just nodding and nodding and nodding because I agree with you in everything. And it's just so clear to see. And the excitement is real here. That is why most of the time when we come here live, if not all of the time, both of us here in the studio, and of course our family members watching us live, our most concern now is you watching this that are not yet part of it. So if you sit down and listen and ask some questions, you definitely get why we're so excited, because everything that Collins is saying here, it's not just technology for the sake of technology here, it's all technology designed like to uplift humanity. When Collins is talking about affordable solutions, that means to me that a farmer in Kenya, or a street vendor in India, or a small town tutor in Brazil they can now access the same high powered tools, as the world's biggest corporations. This used to be kind of like an abstract, that tools like this could be accessible to people like this, like my auntie down the village who weaves the baskets and stuff like that. So that's what Collins does about accessibility for all. By all here means all at all, just all, anybody at all who has interest, then you have access to it, and you can make things happen for your business and whatever thing you're doing. So this revolution will actually bridge that gap between the excluded and the empowered. Because empowerment, before Mr. Mufara, it could have been that it maybe history is recording some people who did what Ash is doing now, but I know only this because I'm actively part of it. So that at Lepok, in those days before now, empowerment used to seem like it is designed for a particular group of people who can afford it. Empowerment used to be like something you could afford, but nowadays, no, it's just given to who is due. Just show the interest that I want to be part of it, and you get empowered, and there you go. You go out there and change lives, starting by changing your own life. So we're talking here about AI as a service for everybody, not just the elite. Automation, data insights, predictive tools, all packaged so that even if you're not a tech wizard, I love this. This reminds me of my best friend and brother, Andy. Andy said, listen, I'm not a techie guy, I'm a figures guy. The excitement here with Andy is the fact that Ash is doing that heavy duty, the marketing and all of those things that he doesn't like to do, even though he likes to make sales. Ash is doing all of that for him and myself and many, 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 many of us. So you can still grow your reach and grow your business, streamline your work, and scale your dreams without actually having to have a mastery of it all, because Ash has cracked the code and he said, come on, have it on a platter of gold. He's working 24 hours round the clock just so that we have this, this luxury of it. So just that kind of choosing the generation that we need to take these go places. So now digital barriers have been broken, like Collins has been said. It gives an opportunity for cultures to be preserved and for cultures to be shared. How much do we learn about other people, other cultures, and stuff like that? Much more is yet to come when Ash is ready and we get it there. It enables even students. When they talk about students, this comes deep down from the bottom of my heart, like Colin says, because we know what it means to pay to acquire knowledge, especially in the part of the world where we come from. Parents will do every and anything. They will beat their body, they will sell even family property and borrow money just to make their children to travel abroad to study or to just go to a local university and stuff like that. And finally, Ash just brings it to your palms for everybody at all. So this is such a blessing, and we think that we have to do more than even we think, because we have everything that we need. In Ash's vision, we think that technology is not just here to exploit. Technology is actually to empower, because you see transparency in pricing, you see honest delivery. We have used at least one of these products. I'll say at least one, the sellable one. We've used the free ones. When I say at least one, I'm talking about the one that we could sell for money. Our all Connect. So transparency in pricing, honest delivery, and of course building tools that respect the user. This actually lies at the heart of this revolution. That is what Mr. Mufara is all about. Respect of people's dignity, your data, your everything is well preserved, because he's got more than enough to exchange for money, apart from doing that with your data, with your information, right? So this is technology built with integrity. There are no two ways of describing this. And so this is where all the excitement comes from. So I can go on and on and on, but I don't forget, so that if I have anything, Collins has anything to fix, whatever thing I say, if Collins wants to fix anything, he fixes it before we leave here, right? So I'll hand it over back to you.
You've really explained a lot of stuff, you're talking about education, because it's like tools that will serve the community and the population at large. A global company that is building something, but things like this doesn't come easy. It comes with pain, comes with perseverance. It comes with high quality tech. The guys that can see beyond boundaries, they can analyze, ask questions and say, what if we do something like this? How will it save the people? These are the questions they ask behind the scene before they come up with a proper solution. How would this? So it's not like one size fit all. How can they look? They can sit back, look at the world at large, and say, how can this serve people in Papua New Guinea? How can this same tool serve somebody in Africa, Cameroon, Ghana, all this country, Cummins, Ivory Coast? How do we do this? And now we're talking about, all this AI translation and stuff like this coming. We're talking about solution embedded with AI that can predict things in real time. We saw even the survey that we did, just little to build within 2 days. We saw the power of AI technology behind the scene. It is so simple for you to go answer 3 questions, but the complexity behind is massive, because maybe behind that tool, I'm not there, I'm not part of it, but when I look at it from the front end, I know the back end is crazy. Because how would they know when people, say for instance, we're giving our answers from different geolocations, how would they know where this answer is coming? It means there is a back end analytic tool that tells you the time you answer that question, from where you are coming from, the logging, all those type of things, so they can analyze. And I know Mr. Ashmura will come, tell us something. Everybody will say, wow, this is really crazy. It took that time. They brought it down. They said, thank you very much. We've done well. That simple tool, we're talking about affordability and accessibility. It was accessible to everybody, true of us. It was easy to use. Any good tool must be easy to use, because time factor is crazy. People don't have time to use complex tool. You pay your money for something and then you cannot even use it. The system cannot even educate you or help you. You take for a job that, let me say, you can take 5 minutes to do a job, just because you need to navigate the tools will take you 15 minutes. So plus the job is 20 minutes. Who on earth will be waiting for you for 20 minutes? Time is essence. In our planet today, this world today, we don't even have the time. We have very limited time, and nobody will want to use a tool that is so cumbersome, difficult to use. Mr. Ashmofara is taking his time to make it simple, taking a complex system, make it as simple as possible, and it is accessible to all. One of his aims is, I want this tool to be accessible to all. When he said all, there's no limitation. It's not only about who those who are educated and those who are not educated. No, there is no barrier. When he said accessible to all, it's for everybody who choose to come in. Is it simple enough for you to use? Can you understand what they are saying? You don't need to be a techie person. You don't need to be a marketer. You don't need to be this. It is accessible to everybody who just want to come in and understand. Use the tool, use the platform to build your own business. Medium size, you can have a business. Maybe you have a small corporation, you're struggling with this software. You don't even have access to software because it's too expensive. Mr. Ashmofara is coming with it, something that will help you. Is it video conferencing you want? Is it human resource software you want to recruit? How do you gather your CV? How do you analyze the CV to pull out the best of the best? You need human resource software. Human resource, do everything. You want to do inventory, all of those things. Put it aside. What about accounting tool? What if you have a tool that can work your taxes? The whole world is going into technology now. What if there is, just crazy stuff that Mr. Ashmofara will come with? Because he looks at what the user wants. The world is going to technology. What is lacking now? Can I build it? To have somebody like this, people who think out of the box, it's not easy. That's why we always say this company is a global AI IT company. They develop software. That is their product. If somebody asks you, what is this company doing? Say they develop software. Let the person go and Google it. Go and ask yourself, a company that develops software for users, you will get your answer. Because they build we are moving from traditional way of doing things into the IT world. You know, last time we talked about agricultural age, it's gone. Farming is still there, but farming now is mechanized. If you don't want to go into digital transformation to mechanize your farming, it means your production will be low. Then when you come into the industry, it is still mechanized. Robotic engineers, they are there doing parcel, you know, packaging thing. A job that you can take maybe 10 days to do it. Machine can do it within a second. Now we're moving that into and it's still IT solution managing and controlling it. The plane that we are every day we board plane. How many people know that it's computer that is controlling it? Do you think it's the pilot sitting there, pilot to pay? The pilot is just to take it up and land. By the time they get up there, computer take over. This people don't know. The pilot can go and even take a nap. Co-pilot will pilot that plane or to take you to your direction. People don't even know that. Even the ship, because actually I said when ship is sailing, how can I just ask yourself, can a human being see from one end to the other? I'm sailing from Cameroon to United States in deep water. Everywhere is water body. How do I know the direction of, how can I even know the direction of Europe or Britain when you are in that vast body of water? What is controlling that thing is technology, telling you the direction and mapping every area you are going. So people should just know that what is happening, IT is taking over. Whether we like it or not, we interact with it every day. So when Mr. Ashmore is coming out with this thing, Comfort, it is not a mistake. This is the era of AI. Technology is there, but it's growing very fast. Some people believe, they don't think it's growing, but it is growing every day in front of our own eyes. You know, there are times that sometimes I said it last time, don't be surprised one day when we'll be flying like bat, where they'll build something that will take you from one end to the other. The only thing you need visa to land. So, Comfort, I'll leave it there. Thank you.
You're making me laugh, you know. But then this is very exciting, and the excitement is how it touches you directly, you as me sitting here, you know, because this is a movement that recognizes the growth power, you know, of emerging economies. You know, it's not just aimed at the West. You know, it's built for the world, for the entire world. Everybody again comes in, you know, from Africa to Asia to Latin America. These affordable solutions are a bridge to global opportunity. You know, when you look even on social media today, you just look at the little boy there in my neighborhoods where I grew up. They just stand there and pick pieces of stuff on containers here and there and stuff, and then they fabricate a plane and it's flying. You know, they just pick metals from here and there and they create a car and stuff like that, you know. But then Ash has everything and all, and the affordability is what's going to take people there. Because the developing countries or the developing part of the world, there's so much talent, there's so much untapped potential. And when they talk about people dying with their stuff in themselves, I think the majority comes from this part of the world. And one day Mr. Mufara happens and creates a platform where he says, there's no such thing as a giant on this platform. There's no such thing as a little guy in the room. If you stand on this platform, we're all the same height, the same level, the same everything, the same whatever you want to call it, because we speak just that one language called love, which everybody understands. And that's how easy the ripple effects runs really around really quick, because anything that you do with love, it goes deep, it runs deep into the veins. That's why you see excitement. Sometimes I get emotionally connected to comments that are typed with broken English, with English that a little bit slightly worse than mine. I say, I know what this all means, you know, how bad it is written. I understand and I see the emotion, I see the passion, because they're like, oh my God, I am finally part of this. That's the connection. That's the thing that Ash Mufari has done to us, uplifting humanity, the bonding and everything that has happened amongst us all, you know. So you touch, because I look around, I'm just like, listen, this person. That's why when I have time, I'm not the name calling kind of person. But when I have time, I try to put up every comment, because it comes with compassion. It comes with joy. It comes with that expectation. So, oh my God, that excitement that I'm part of this. So this is powerful. This is quite strategic, It covers everything and everybody. It covers anything and anybody. I don't want to speak technicalities because Collins is better at that. But then you can see it really, really clearly. And so there is no need. I just want to use this opportunity as we are rounding up. Collins has to go away. If I delay now, he's going to kill me. So, but then I want to quickly use this opportunity to send out a word of encouragement. There's a song in my language. I wish I could sing it. It's not worth it because you will not understand the wording. The song says, if you are working for God, work relentlessly, because the moment, that second that you say, oh my God, I'm tired, I'm giving up, that is the same minute that God was about to stretch his hand to bless you or to open the floodgates to rain upon you. A few family members in the house, they're getting to the extent where they corner you and tell you that, listen, I've given up. I'm not giving up on anything. I can't until Ash Mufare comes and says it's over. He cannot even say it because it's not his mission. He's just an instrument that God is using to get this go around the world. Why has this mission already reached the nooks and crannies, the four corners? I don't know how many corners the world has before it's landed, because it is divine. It is meant to be so. So Ash is the Isaiah, was it Isaiah or Jeremiah, who said, Lord, send me. That is it today. And so he's got tributaries, he's got the waves going around. We are the waves. It's going round and round and round and round. Guys, stay the course. Let's move on. I'm not trying to convince you or persuade you to stay, but then I'm just encouraging. If I were you, I will keep on keeping on. I'll keep on updating myself. I'll keep on with the excitement. I would rather be making preparations like Mike Ellis was saying yesterday, listening to the kind of the various perspectives from which people look at these things and get ready, because giving up now means you are running away from responsibility. If you are part of this and you have one account, then you are on a mission to change lives. And the time is now. If you miss it in this generation, you will definitely give an account to God. I don't know what you will be saying. I don't want to teach you what to say because I'll be preparing my own self to what I'm going to say, to be saying. Dear friends, if I chose this minute to give you lectures, is because we are rounding up. So we're standing at the edge of history, and this tech revolution will actually will be remembered not for how many gadgets it created, but for how many lives it changed. It's your life. My life has already changed. That is why I'm happy and ready to go far and wide, farther than the nooks and crannies of my home, Cameroon, or my continent, Africa. That is what this revolution is doing. If you are not yet ready, there's something wrong. Let's do it. So for the first time, the power of cutting edge technology will not be locked, away from wealthy few. It will be in the hands of everybody again, like you and myself. Why is it not exciting to you? Why do you dare think otherwise? When you can see, you can read it. Where is Ash? How many times do you see him? What do you think he's doing? Why does he surface once in a while and tell you that, wait, I'm still keeping my word. Wait, I am coming. So it's quite simple. So here, the Empowerment Network, Collins, myself, and the rest of the team, we're not just watching this happen. We're getting ready to be active participants in shaping this new era. So don't just hear about it later, or be part of the movement now, because the joy is now. When Ash finally lands, we'll not have time to sit here and share the excitement, because we'll roll our sleeves, get boots, and go to the fields for harvest. Collins, I think I'll let you go now. Just round up. I'll promise I'll not say any more things.
Yes, I'm running away. Yeah, just want to thank everyone. We are really in a good place. So keep an eye, like they said, in your back office. Every moment, every second, please keep an eye, because things are really getting hot. If you have been listening and following, Mike Ellis threw one out today, read yesterday, Chris Johnson, and we threw it out again, Heroes webinar. So please keep an eye, because you are in a better place. Don't waste this time for anything. Keep on learning, keep on plugging in, because that is how it will move. The more you learn, the more you know. The less you learn, the less you will get it. So I just have to thank Comfort. Thank you
Indeed.
for having
Thank you
us.
for, I really appreciate that you made it this evening. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, team and family, for joining us. We appreciate all the comments. Let's keep the fire burning. If you find it interesting, kindly share and subscribe if you have not yet done so. We really do appreciate all the support and contribution. See you again really soon. Bye.